Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how to do a biological drawing, because when we're on camp we're going to be doing a biological drawing of an animal that you guys are going to be catching in the stream. Obviously it's going to be a little bit smaller than this, but I'm just showing you this one because I'll use this one to show you all the different views, and I'll demonstrate with this coprosma leaf. Alright, so a biological drawing is, so you have a record of what you've found, and it's going to have labels on it, and it's got to be really clear. It's kind of like your profile diagram, how you don't put too much detail on it. Alright, so the first thing you need to figure out is what view you're doing. So the top of your animal is called the dorsal view, the bottom is called the ventral view, and the side is going to be the lateral view. So most of you will be, when you're drawing your animal, will be doing a lateral view. And you're not going to draw it in 3D, you're just going to draw it in 2D. So it's like a cross section. So like I've chopped the animal in half and you're drawing it from the side. But today I'm just going to draw this coprosma leaf here. So I'm going to try to draw it with as much detail as possible, but I'm not doing an artistic diagram, okay? So I'm not going to do sketching, I'm not going to do hashing or dots or anything extra. I'm just going to draw it how it is. And you don't draw what you think you see, you need to draw what you see. So here we go. I'm going to use a nice sharp pencil and I'm going to make it really large. So I'll just do it really quickly. And I'm going to try to get the shape as accurate as possible. Whoops, I just did a wee sketchy bit. Alright, so when you guys are doing your own one, you're going to make sure, if you make a boo-boo like I just did here, you're just going to erase it and go back. Because here I've got like overhanging lines, I just want it to be nice and sharp. And I'm going to draw some veins in there. They don't go all the way out. So you draw what is actually there, not what you think is there. So these veins don't actually go all the way to the side. They just go along like that. Okay. Right, the next thing I need to do is add the scale or the magnification. So that's about 11 centimeters, and this one is almost 22. So what's the magnification on this leaf here? What was that? Times 2? Yeah. So this leaf here is 2 times bigger than that. And when we do cell bio, what will happen is you'll be doing like times 100 or times 1,000 and that sort of thing. So the magnification is important. But here, it was times by 2. So I'm going to put times 2. Because you always have to have the magnification or the scale on there. Also, what does every diagram need? A title. So I know that this is a leaf from a coprosma plant, but I don't know specifically what plant it is. So I'm going to write coprosma species, and I'm going to underline it because it's a specific name. And we're also going to write that this is just a leaf. Because I've only drawn a leaf, I haven't drawn the whole animal. If I'm drawing the whole animal, I'd just write beetle. And obviously if you know the specific name of the beetle, you write the species name. Okay, so let's just go through my checklist. So we need to make sure it's in pencil, that it's really large, that we draw it with as much detail as we can, but not too much detail, because it's a diagram. We don't want sketchy lines, we want it to be sharp and we want it to be clear. Okay, I've forgotten my labels, so we don't do labels inside the picture, we do them on the side. So I'm going to put here leaf blade, and actually I should be using a ruler, and you label everything that's in there. So I'll label this bit here the main vein. I need my eraser. And we'll put this as vein. Alright, we've done a title, we've done the magnification. I haven't written down the view yet. Because this is quite flat, rather than writing dorsal view, I'm just going to write top view. But if you're doing your animal, you'd write either dorsal, ventral, or lateral. Awesome. What else do I have on my checklist? That's all. Any questions?
Does it have to be accurate, Miss? Like the magnification thingy?
As accurate as possible.
Okay.
So this is not exactly times 2, but it's pretty close. As accurate as possible. And it could be times a half or times 1.5.
Oh, so you can do this, not decimal points though, eh?
No, that's fine. That's fine. Any other questions?
How do you know that how do you know those labels?
The labels? Well, we will have books, and there's also some common things. I mean, obviously this is what's this? A leg? Yeah. And animals have thorax and abdomen, tail, antennae. Like there's lots of common names, so we'll help you with that. And it's the same with leaves. They have common names and flowers. Any other questions? Awesome. Cut.